Today we're going to talk about how to invest with OPM or other people's money. This is a technique I've used for a big part of my life to raise capital, since I didn't have any money at the beginning. In my book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, my rich dad always told me to never say you can't afford it. Losers have a poor mindset instead of figuring out how to raise money. It's easy to be a loser. It bothers me when I hear people say they don't have money, that they can't afford something. I remember my educated dad always saying he would be rich if he didn't have kids. It infuriated me every time I heard this. My rich dad, on the other hand, taught me that the educated dad was poor because he was lazy and thought his academic degree would guarantee him wealth. But the truth is that anyone can raise capital if they want to. Most teachers do not teach how to do it because they only seek a pension and job stability. So don't just say I don't have the money or I can't pay it. Instead, learn how to raise money and you'll see that anything is possible. I want you to understand that the mindset is different. And that's what kids are taught. Then I'll tell you what the number one phrase is that keeps people poor. The reason I say that only lazy people use their own money is because it takes a lot more intelligence to raise capital. Since I was little, my rich dad never allowed me to say I can't afford it. He taught me to find a way to make it happen. How can you do it? That was the question I needed to answer. Most of the projects I've started throughout my life haven't been with my own money. And I like it. It forces me to think and be creative. I have to educate myself, talk to rich people, learn from their strategies, how they did it, and how they could do it better. What's happened is that at 72 years old, I've never needed money. Because if I do, I find a way to get it. These days, there are options like crowdfunding, although I don't really understand much about it. But it's easy to say I can't afford it. And that's what poor people say. That the rich should pay taxes. I want free education, food, and manicures, and pedicures. That's just laziness, in my opinion. One of my favorite things to teach is how our mindset can literally change everything. If you have an open mindset, you can really change your life. That's how I changed the way I invest. Throughout my life, I've raised hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's because I didn't have money when I was young, so I learned how to raise capital. It's really quite simple. You have to find an asset that's worth more than you. If they invest in me, that's called slavery. So what I do is when I started, I wrote about this in my book Fake Money. I looked for a small real estate property, and that's how it all started. I found an excuse, a one-bedroom condo, one bathroom on the beach in Maui. And I found an excuse for people to give me money. All I had to do was assure them that I would pay them back. So my first transaction was an infinite return deal. I didn't have any money in the deal because it was 100% debt. It was an $18,000 condo. You can't find them for that price anymore. But the economy was bad. So I bought this $18,000 condo. The guy wanted a 10% down payment. You don't need advanced math. I could have used my own money. I had the money, but that would be too easy. Only lazy people use their own money. And that's what really bothers a lot of people out there. Are you calling me lazy? I mean, yeah, I am. Because you're the same kind of person who will say I can't afford it. I can't do that. That's the problem. It's here. It's a real estate thing between this ear and that one. I can't do that. Most of my family, oh, yeah. I can't afford it. My dad taught me to say that. My mom taught me to say that. My rich dad told me to never say that. Let me ask you a question. You work for Rich Dad's company. How much of my money is in this company? 0. But using other people's money can go wrong sometimes. That's why I'm going to share a story about one of my biggest mistakes. This was in 1973. I started buying my first property, and that was an $18,001 transaction. $800 down, $25 a month. Cash flow. Cash flow. It was endless. And then I kept doing that. I had a lot of properties. And then I decided to come here. So my first business was a nylon and Velcro surf wallet company. And they didn't sell. So, everyone knows what those wallets are today. But at that time, it was in 74 or 75. They didn't know what wallets were. So we were running out of money really fast. We bought 100,000 of these wallets from Korea. We sent them to our warehouse in Long Island. And were borrowing money from our investors. So we raised about $600,000. I started this silly little wallet business. So we were in serious trouble. I owed my dad about $200,000. My rich dad was laughing at me. We're going bankrupt really fast. We couldn't move the wallets. About 100,000 of them, SOS/EOS, they were in a warehouse in Long Island, and nobody was buying ours. So, the good thing about stupidity is right there. It makes you smarter. We started to think. Did we say, what's wrong? And I said, what was happening in the world at that time? All the baby boomers are fat, so they had to start running. So jogging was coming into style, and nobody was running before. These guys are all running. And then we're reading the newspaper. We're sitting in Honolulu, going bankrupt fast. And we read in the newspaper that this runner went to Golden Gate Park in San Francisco, and he was running around the park. And what the runner did was that he had no place to put his car key. So, what did they do? He put it on the front tire of his car and went out to run around the parks. We're reading this newspaper. And I go, when he got back to his car, the car wasn't there. Oh my God. So the guy stole my car. Oh my God. And so the question was in the headline of the newspaper article, what does a runner do with his key? And so we just sat there. Oh my God. A problem. A problem. So with that, I designed the shoe pocket. And you can see this image here. It's a Playboy magazine. I mean, she's a young, beautiful model wearing nothing but a shoe pocket. But anyway, we were going broke so fast by then. But when that photo came out in Playboy 2000, suddenly we were geniuses. And everyone started throwing their money at us. And all of this product, our wallets were selling, our shoe pockets were selling. The investors were happy. And sales skyrocketed. So we were extremely successful. So we went from risks to smarter stupidity to success. But the problem was, how do we finance our inventory? Because the demand was global, and we couldn't keep up with it. So I borrowed another $100,000. So I asked Stanley, will this $100,000 solve our problem? He said yes, it will. So I gave the check to Stanley, and he ran off with it. Oh, my God. I didn't have any signed documentation. I handed it over to him. He said I owed him the money. So that was one of my first 6 or 7 figure mistakes. Now, a tip for millennials just starting out. Well, first of all, it's to invest. Invest in what you love. I love the business. I love real estate. I mean, I really love it. I own this building here. And I love gold and silver. So I invest in what I love. Most people say, do what you love, but I prefer to invest in what I love. But I love being an entrepreneur. I love to invest. It's like Shark Tank for me. I'm always looking for new businesses, new opportunities. 2001 is just a game, so, when you look at the financial statement, that's like your scorecard. It's like your golf scorecard. It's your financial statement, but our schools don't teach us anything about financial statements. But let's go back to the original question. Why did I say that only lazy people use their own money? Because lazy people always can't afford it. I can't do it. It's easy to say that. And that's why they're poor. It's harder to raise $1 million than to say, I can't afford it.
Type open for work in the comments if you are currently looking for jobs. Continue exploring. Watch this video now for more ideas. Welcome back, it's Clara. In today's video, I will share with you several ads for work-from-home jobs that you can apply to even if you don't have experience.
The first job is a chat agent, and this company, the Chat Shop, is always hiring off and on chat agents to work with them. Now let us be the first to say it, welcome home. And here you can see there's a connect button and a job openings button. So when you go to their site, you're going to click on that job openings and you're going to take a look at all of their open positions. Who are we? The Chat Shop is about people who believe in what they do. We're about conversations that inspire, not scripted platitudes. We're powered by people and driven by data. We get the job done. We're the live chat experts. From live chat consulting to skilled US and UK live chat outsourcing, our live chat agents increase leads by 50% and achieve 99% customer satisfaction. In short, they create conversations that matter. Working for Chat Shop, you'll be chatting online 100% of the time, so no talking on the phone to customers. And how much does the Chat Shop pay? Well, an average of $40,000 per year or $19 per hour. The second company that's always hiring work from home is Legal Proofs. Now, Legal Proofs hires transcriptionists. Turn transcription into a real career. So if you've tried to do transcription before, you've probably been a little disappointed. I've seen not so good reviews about transcription. The pay is not that great, but working for Legal Proofs, you can become an expert member of their professional network with minimal experience and enjoy the flexibility of earning while working from the comfort of your own couch. You'll click that sign up now button, and I'm going to give you the links to all of these jobs at the end of this video. So a little bit about the company. They are redefining transcription for the digital age. Their philosophy is to provide a truly comprehensive work experience to empower those who want more freedom in their life and their career. Under the job description, become an expert member of the professional network with minimal experience and enjoy the flexibility of earning while working from the comfort of your own couch. You'll feel right at home with the team of passionate people who help each other build practical industry knowledge and proficiency. In terms of the role itself, you'll be listening to an audio file and then you're going to type it out, what you hear in a specific format. It's as simple as that. So how it works, getting started is easy. Begin earning in 3 easy steps. Submit your application. You're going to take a quick assessment and complete a questionnaire, which is why there's going to be no interview in this job. You just have to prove through this assessment that you can do this job. You're going to work online. Once you get the job, you're going to get new transcription jobs to complete daily. And then you're going to get paid weekly via PayPal for all of the work that you've completed. Candidate requirements include attention to detail, ability to meet deadlines, excellent U.S. English grammar, ability to follow different style guides and use templates. Legal experience is helpful but not necessary. So you can see here it says minimal experience needed. They're always looking to fill their open freelance transcription jobs so they can grow their team and keep pace with client orders. If you're a transcriptionist who takes pride in your work and wants to make a difference, they want you. So maybe if you have a little bit of a transcription experience, then they would probably be open to hiring you. But again, it depends on how well you do on that assessment. If you can ace that assessment and you've had no experience at all, then you're probably going to have a good chance of getting this job. So what they offer, no interview or talking on the phone. Paid weekly through PayPal, long-term projects. You're going to be an independent contractor, not an employee, which means you're going to have the ability to have flexible hours. You get to work when you want to work full-time, part-time, whatever you choose, and a friendly and helpful remote working environment. Very important, you only need a high school diploma, no degree required. They'd like you to have 1 year of experience. However, it did say it's not required, and they're going to pay you up to $30 per hour after the probationary period. All right, job number 3 is with the company Study Pool. Now, this is a popular one. This is a great work from home job because you're going to earn money just simply answering homework questions. Some people have even gone on record to say that they've earned over $7,500 per month working from home tutoring students. And they are accepting tutors from all over the world. Why tutor on Study Pool? There are many reasons to make Study Pool your go-to source for online tutoring work. 1, lowest service fee starting at 20%. Study Pool charges the lowest service fees in the market. We like to give our tutors what they earn. So of the fee that they charge the client, you're going to make 80% of that fee. Reliable income, you're going to make good money using nothing more than knowledge in your keyboard, and full freedom and flexibility. Choose when you work and where you want to work from. There's no boss, no office, no quotas. You create your own schedule. So what is Q&A tutoring? Students ask specific questions. Tutors answer via text, providing full explanations and answers. Students and tutors communicate over chat messenger, and tutoring sessions are one-time, one-question based. Here's a list of some of the highest earners, and some of the popular tutor countries include Canada, US, and more. So check this list to see if your country is on this list, and if so, then go ahead and apply.
Type open for work in the comments if you are currently looking for jobs. Continue exploring. Watch this video now for more ideas.